Ryan is in Birmingham. Hey, Ryan, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. So I just had a couple of questions for you. I recently have quit gambling, and I'm kind of in the hole right now, and I just need some advice.
What kind of gambling were you doing?
Specifically, double-deck blackjack and a fair amount of poker, Texas Hold'em.
Online?
No, sir. No, sir.
How much have you lost?
I'd say about a year ago, I had a 4-day stretch where I won and lost about six figures.
Okay. So you recently quit gambling. Tell me about that. What's that mean?
I'd say I haven't played cards in about 2 months. And my debt to income is great. I just keep putting myself in the same hole.
Yeah. So you quit. You've had a gambling problem, and you just decided I quit, and that's it. That's all you've done.
So what'd you backfill that hole with?
Man, I am behind on rent. Three car payments. I owe probably about $2,500 to friends of mine, and right now I'm just kind of living check to check.
But you quit gambling 60 days ago. So what?
6 months ago.
6 months ago. What have you done in the meantime that has continued to make your life problems so challenging?
Well, so I took a loan from a friend for about $10,000, and then I was paying him back payments after I'd lost that large sum of money. And so I've been kind of paying him back when I can. And then my student loans just hit. I've got about $84,000 worth of student loan debt.
What do you make?
So that's about probably around, I'd say, I'm in sales, so I'd say this year I'm on track to make about $150,000.
Okay. And you're single?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 22.
What have you...
Have you been going to Gamblers Anonymous,
Yeah.
or are you seeing a therapist or anything?
I had my first meeting with a counselor, a Christian counselor, Wednesday.
Good
and
for
I have
you.
Another meeting next week.
I'm
So,
proud of you, man.
Okay, good.
I appreciate it.
That's
And
what
it's
I
kinda
was
hard
worried about.
because-
Okay, good.
Yeah, my dad, he's a pastor, and man, he acts like he doesn't have two dimes to rub together. But I mean, he'll definitely retire a millionaire for sure. And it's hard to talk about my finances with him because he'd be so angry with me. And so I kind of just accepted the fact that I needed help, and
Good.
I'm upset with myself. So time to make some changes for sure.
An important part of getting well is finding. This word gets thrown around culturally, so I don't mean in the never tells me the truth kind of way. It doesn't hold me accountable kind of way. But part of getting well is finding a safe person or safe people that you can actually say, "Hey, I'm not all right," and I've dug myself a mess. And sometimes our dads aren't that. Sometimes our moms aren't that. Sometimes our spouses aren't that. It doesn't relieve us of the fact that we got to go find people, and I'm proud of you for doing that, man.
Yeah, that's a very important part of this conversation, Ryan. Now that you've done that, what you're trying to do is you're trying to move from chaos, which this out-of-control feeling that an addiction gives you, and the chaos that results in your finances, and the chaos that results in your career, and the chaos that results in your relationships. You're trying to move wisely from chaos to order. You're trying to bring order to these different areas of your life. That's at least what you should be doing, and it sounds like that's what you're asking to do, and I'm proud of you for that as well. So the thing we're going to do with your money is we're going to put you on a very strict budget where you don't get to do anything except pay off debt. And I want you to list your debts, smallest to largest, and start paying them in that order. And I don't want you going out to eat. I don't want you in a bar. And I don't want you doing anything except working and getting these debts cleaned up. Did you say you're 3 car payments behind, or you have 3 cars?
Oh no, I'm 3 car payments behind. My next check hits tomorrow.
Can you bring it current with that check?
So my rent, I spend about $1,500 a month. in bills. And now that I'm behind,
How much are the car payments?
It's $259.
Okay, so you need $750. What's your check going to be?
It's going to be about, after taxes, it'll be about $987. It's my draw. So I'm on a $2,000 draw, and then I get my commission at the end of the month.
Okay, you have any money in your account now?
$1,600. I have about $100 to my name right now.
Okay, I want you to take it, and you haven't paid the rent yet.
No, sir.
How much is your rent?
It's about $1,000.
Okay, I want you to call your landlord and tell him that you're going to pay him 2 rent payments at the end of the month. That you can't pay him right now because you got to keep your car from being repoed. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And you call him when you get off the phone and tell him that. And he's not going to do anything. He's not going to like it, but you're going to pay him 2 payments at the first of the month because you got enough coming in to do that because you're making good money. You're just not but it all comes in at the end of the month, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you only can do 2 things right now with this check: eat and get the car caught up. Because at 90 days they're going to pick the car up, man.
Yep.
You're at the repo point. They are not going to screw around. You're going to look up, and there's not going to be no car in the driveway and a wrecker running down your street. That's right where you are.
Yeah.
Who do you owe this money to?
Pretty rough. You talking about the gambling debt?
No, the car payment.
Oh, it's Keesler Federal Credit Union.
Okay. So that's a local credit union in your area?
Yes, sir. I think they're based out of Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, well, call them and see if you can give them 2 payments out of this check tomorrow and give you a little bit of money to catch. Is your electric bill behind too?
Wait, what was that?
Is your electricity and water behind as well?
So I have a roommate, and he's taking care of that, and I've kind of filled him in where I'm at, and he's taking care of some of the utilities. I'm gonna have to pay him back.
Okay.
But,
all right. Because here's the rule you're looking for. Okay. Food, shelter, clothing, which you probably don't need any of, transportation, and utilities. Everyone else waits until those are current. Food, you eat. Not out to eat. Groceries, bologna, hot dogs, beans and rice. Okay? Food, utilities, shelter, which is rent, and transportation. So you get this car straightened up, you get your landlord straightened up, you get your roommate straightened up on the utilities before we talk about paying anybody. I don't care who they are. You got to take care of your 4 walls of survival before you move on to the next thing. Does that make sense to you?
It does, absolutely.
It is the fastest way for you to get to these other people. Now, once your car is current, what will you owe on it? My balance is about 12. Good. And what do you owe? You had $10,000 on a gambling debt, and what else?
I owe $900 to a friend of mine who lended me some cash.
What else?
I owe $1,500 to a friend.
Okay, and your check at the end of the month is going to be what? 10 grand, 8 grand?
Roughly, it fluctuates between about 8,500 to.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to clear up almost everyone but the big one, and your car, and by Christmas the big one and the car are going to be cleared up. No debt. You feel the chaos leaving your life? Feel the order happening?